Hello, good day everyone. I am Janric Cabrera Zamuco from SKSU Isulan Campus. So for today's videos, I would like to share my knowledge about definite integrals using U substitution. So before we proceed, let me know first what is the difference between definite integrals and indefinite integrals. So, do you know what is the difference? Yes, very good. So, always remember that the definite integrals has a lower a limit a and lower limit b. F of x dx. This is always remember this sign, both of them. This the limit integrals limit a and b. Next, to remember in definite integrals, it's give you a specific value. So in indefinite integrals, it's give you a specific value like 15, 12, 11, like that. Number yung kanyang answer. Next to remember in definite integrals, ito, sinilala itong limit of integration. It is known as limit of integration. This limit of integration. So, not only that, definite integrals. So, the associated of basically f, the definite integrals of f from a to b, basically f is f from a to b, then f of b minus f of a. So, wala siyang plus c. Kasi ang plus c, dito mo siya makikita sa indefinite integrals. So, next, the indefinite integrals. So, always remember that the indefinite integrals doesn't happen. Napakalaking pinagkaiba nila ng indefinite integrals. Next, to remember, indefinite integrals give you a function in terms of what? Of x. Next, the indefinite integrals, once you integrate indefinite integrals, it's give you derivative of lowercase f, capital, which is f plus plus C. Next, ano yung pinakaiba ng indefinite integrals and definite integrals? Ang indefinite integrals is ito, f of x plus c, or f of x plus c, or dx. Sorry. Dx. So, do you know what is the difference between definite and definite integrals before we proceed to our basic example? Okay. Basta, always nyo i-remember na ang definite integrals, para napakadali madali yung matandaan na pag binigyan kayo ng problem, if indefinite ba ito or definite, so dyan man tayo ma-relito kung ano ba ito, definite. So baka ang hindi natin alam na definite to, then ang ating solve ay ating na formula is indefinite. So always remember yung kanyang formula. The definite is merong, para madali, ang definite integral meron lower and upper limit. Then the indefinite integral meron siyang plus c. Then the definite integral, ang answer niya is specific value. Malalaman niyo yan mamaya sa ating example. So, naintindihan niyo ba? So ngayon, bibigay ako ng basic muna na sample. So I have basic sample here. Let's say lower limit of a and upper limit of b, f of x dx. So we need to find out we need to find a problem to calculate. Example, our limit upper limit value is 5. Let's say 5. Then let's say our lower limit value is 2. Then 8 dx 8 x. So pinayan siya, basic pa man lang. So first, let's evaluate 8 dx from 2. Let's evaluate it. So tapos na, evaluate na natin. Next, we need to find the antiderivative of 8. So hanapin natin yung antiderivative ng 8. So what is the antiderivative of 8? So the antiderivative of 8 is 8x. So the antiderivative of 8 is 8x. Because the derivative of 8 is also 8. Gets? Then we need to evaluate 2 we need to evaluate our f of b minus f of a. So So, what is our f of b here? So, 5. Let's evaluate 8x, the derivative 5. Okay, erase muna natin to. So, the f of b minus f of a. So, let's evaluate our f of b and f of a. So, eight of x to 5. So what is our f? Our f is 8. Then what is our upper limit here? Our upper limit here is 5, and our lower limit here is 2. So we need to evaluate. So 5 our a is 2. Then let's solve it. So 8 times 5 equals 40. Very good. Next, 8 times 2 equals 16. So let's subtract our 40 and the 16. So 40 minus 16 is equals to 40 minus 16 equals to 24. So, as what I've said, the definite integrals gives you a value in a final answer. So, our final answer is 24. Wala siyang plus c, plus ano, kasi ang plus c is in indefinite integral. So, always remember that definite integral give you a specific value. Okay, next, I'll give some maybe more example to give you some knowledge. So our next example, dx. So let us say our upper is 4, then our lower is 0. Then our x 10 minus x squared dx. So next, before we start, first we need to do we need to find the u substitution here. So what is u here? we need to find the u and the du. So, in this problem, what is our u? So, okay, our u here is 16 minus x squared. Why? Because x squared is higher than x. Next, to find our du. So, what is our du here? The derivative of x is 0. The derivative of x is 0. So, the derivative of x is, what is the derivative of x squared? The derivative, ulitin ko, the derivative of 16 is 0. The derivative of x squared is 2x. Okay, so 16, our u is 16 minus x squared. Then our du is, the derivative of x squared is 2x. Next, we need to divide the derivative of, ang derivative pala ng x squared is negative 2x, then the derivative ng 16 is 0. So, negative 2x divided by du equals to negative 2x. Negative 2x. So, cancel. Cancel. So, anong maiiwan? Du over negative 2x. And the dx. So, du negative 2x equals to negative 2x cancel, then next, bring down the du and the negative 2x, then the dx. Du negative 2x dx. So, next, we need to replace 16 minus x squared to u. We need to replace 16 minus x squared to u variable. We need to replace dx to du here. So, gets sila. And next, so 2x, as what I said, we need to replace negative x squared to u. So 2x, copy our derivative of negative x squared 2x, then replace the 16 negative 2 to u, then copy du negative 2x here. Copy mo lang siya. Ang 16 negative x squared, i-replace na siya sa u. Kasi ito, yung ginawa natin kanina, u. Ang u natin, ang u substitution natin is 16 negative x. Next to do, before we proceed, we need to find our new limit of integration. So what will you do? What will we do? So, as what I've said, before we proceed, the formula here is f of b minus f of a, yung kanina na formula natin. So let's find it. Burahin muna natin to. So u, so 16, ang f natin is 16 minus, what is our b? Our b is 4. Our b is 4. I'm sorry. 16. So our b here is our b is 4. Yes, 4. So here our x squared is then 16. What is our a? 0 minus 0. So 4 times 4. 4 times 4, 16. 16. So 16 minus 16 equals to, I'm sorry, 2. I'm sorry. Wrong. So before that, we need first pala nagkamali. Sorry. Divide the positive 2x to negative 2x. This. So 2x times negative 2 times negative 2 equals to 2 times negative 2. So 2 positive 2x divided by negative 2x is equals to 2 divided by negative 2 equals to 1. So negative 1. So now we need to find our new limit here. So what is our so 2 times 2 equals to 4. 2 times 2 equals to 4. 16 minus 4 equals to 12. Then 0, alam naman natin na kahit anong i-times sa 0 is 0. So 0 times 0, 0. 16 minus 0 equals to 16. So our new limit of integration is, the upper is 12 and our lower is 16. Next, put the result before definite integral. So negative 16 2x u du negative 2x. So self equals to next to the square root of u. The square root of u is u raised to 1/2 equals to u raised to 1/2. So negative 1 copy 12 16 u. The square root of u is u raised to 1/2 per du. Kasi wala na siya, na-cancel na yung 2x niya. Next. So, what is antiderivative of u raised to 1/2? What is the antiderivative of u raised to 1/2? Opposite, cancel. I'm sorry, memory full. What? Okay, let's continue. What is the antiderivative of u raised to 1/2? So, negative 1 u equals to copy. So, ito na yung, apply this. So, equals to negative 1, copy this, 3 halves, 2/3. So, instead of dividing 3 half, so the antiderivative of u raised to 1/2 is 1 plus 1/2. So, instead of dividing the 3 halves, we're going to multiply by its reciprocal. So, 12, 16. So, let's erase it off. So, we need to multiply negative 1. Multiply the negative 1 to 2/3. So, negative 1 times 2/3 equals to negative 2/3. So, negative 1 times 2/3 equals to negative 2/3. So, that's negative 2/3. Copy the u over raised to 3 halves. So, u raised to 3. U raised to 3 halves. Next, we need to plug in the 12, then minus the 16. Here, 12 and the 16, the new limit of integration. 1 negative 2 over 3 u 3 raised to u raised to 3 over halves 12 16 equals to negative copy. So copy negative 2 3 8 negative 2/3. So this we need to apply our b f of b, then f of a. So next, what is next? Negative 2/3. What is our b here? So our b is 12. Then our a here, copy. Our next minus negative 2/3. So what is our a? 16. Then raised to 3 halves equals to, so next multiply the 2/3. 12 2/3 times 12 raised to the power of raised to 3 halves to the calculator. So we need to solve our negative 2/3 times 12 over 3 halves. So negative 12. So negative 12. Sorry. Negative 2/3 times 12 over 3 halves. So the result here we need to divide negative 2/3 times 12 over 3 halves is equals to, so negative 2/3, ulitin ko, negative 2/3 12 equals to negative 27. So negative 27 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 copy 16. So, palitan natin yung mga negative ng positive. So, magiging positive 2/3 siya. 16 raised to 3 halves. So, next, 16 raised to 3 halves minus negative 2/3. Ito, negative 2/3. Saan ako? Negative minus 27. Saan erase? 27 2/3 16 3 halves minus 4/3, I mean. So 4/3. So equals to so 16 raised to 1/2 raised to the 16 raised to 1/2 is also the same with this. So what is the square root of 16? So equals 4. The square root of 16 equals to 16 1/2 square root of 16 4/3 equals to 64. So this is 64 square root of 16. Then multiply 4 times 64. 4 times 64. So 4 times 64 equals to 256. So 256 over 3. So this is our final answer. The 256 over 3. So as what I've said, the definite integers gives you specific value. So gets last example to gives you more idea about definite integrals using substitution. So next, our next example here, x square root of 3x plus 7 over dx. So it's also the same kung ano yung ginawa natin kanina. Find the u and the du. So what is the u here? The u substitution here is 3x plus 7. 3x plus 7. Then find the du. So the derivative of 3x is 3. So the derivative of 3x is 3. So 3 times 3 over dx. So isolating ang du natin 3 dx. So next, isolating dx equals isolating dx over 3 dx. So du ay du over 3 dx. So next, we cannot cancel the x. Hindi natin pwede ito kunin or ialis. So notice that the x variable are the same degree, and when you see a situation like this that have x here, it indicates that you need to find the x. Hanapin pa yung x. So next, we need to isolate the x. Need to move the 2 to the other side. So u equals to 3x plus 7 i-move mo siya dito siya sa 3x na pwesto. So u minus 7 over 3 equals to 3x over 3x. So we need to cancel the 3x. So ang maiwan is u over 7 3 equals to x. So next, divide the 3. So divide na siya 0, magiging 1, magiging x na yung kasi 1 yung answer niya, which you can write it as you can say. So x 1/3 u equals to 7. Next, always remember, in order to perform u substitution, you need to eliminate every x variable in this expression. So x 3x plus 7 dx. If we replace 3x plus 7 with our u, then dx with du over dx over du dx with du, this x will still be here. So nandito pa rin yung x. That's why we need to solve for x in this expression. Kailangan natin i-solve pa si x para mahanap natin yung value niya. So as what I've said, we need to replace 3x plus 7 to u. Then du over 3 divided by 3. Multiply, replace 1/3 magiging 1/3 na si x. 1/3 replace 1/3 to u minus 2 minus 2. So the square root of u, du over 3. So this next, so erase na natin to. So next, the square root of u is u. The square root of u is u. Multiply, before that, multiply 1/3 and du. 1/3 and du. So 1/3 times 1/3 plus 1/3 is equals to 19. Next, the square root of u is u. So what the square root of u is u raised to 1/2 and du. So magiging 19 over u, 19 over u, then minus 2, ito, so minus 2, ay mali, u minus 2, next, u raised to 1/2, then du. After that, we have the u variable. In this time, we can integrate in this time. So next, distribute u to the 1/2. Distribute u to the 1/2 to u minus 2. So u to the first power times to the u 1/2. So 19 u minus 2 to the u to the power of 1/2 du. Next, 1/2 u minus 2 u minus 2 u raised to the 1/2 over du. Next, add 1 to 1/2 and multiply negative 2. Add 1 to 1/2, then add 1 to 1/2, then multiply negative 2 by u to the 1/2. That's negative 2 u, negative 2 raised to 1/2 is equals to 19 equals to 19 equals 19 u 3/2 minus 2u equals to 1/2 du. So next to do is add 1 to 1/2 and multiply negative 2 to by u to the 1/2. That's negative 2u 1/2 times du. So, next we can find the antiderivative of each other. So, 19 u 3 half negative 2u 1 half du over 1 9 over 1 9. Next, 3 half plus 1 equals to 5 half, and then multiply by 2 over 5, multiply by 2 over 5.2 over 5.2. So, ang kinalabasan niya equals to 19 u 3 halves raised to 3 halves 2 u 1 half du. So, dito na natin i-apply yung f of b minus f of b minus f of a. So, du equals to 19. So, u over 5 halves times 2 halves minus 2 5 halves minus times 2 fifth times 2u 3 halves plus c. Ito na yung hinihintay natin, yung hindi may plus c na. Next, let's distribute 19 to everything on the inside. So, multiply 19 times 2 fifths. So, equals to what? Equals to 2 over 45. So, 2 over 45, you copy the u 5 halves minus 427 u 3 halves plus c. Okay, gets? Then, now, let's replace u. Then next, let's replace u with 3x plus 7. So, replace u to 3x plus 7. So, 2 over 45 3x 2 over 3x plus 7, copy the u 5 halves 2 to the power of 2 minus 4 over 27, copy the u 3x plus 7, then raise to 3 halves plus c. So, this is our final sample, and this is our final answer. This 2 over 45 3 times 3 x plus 7 raised to 5 halves minus 4 over 27 times 3 x plus 7 raised to 3 halves plus c. This is our final answer. So, I hope that you have a knowledge to my discussion. Thank you and God bless.